You know, it's actually these estranged kids. They are the ones that don't want to be accountable. It's not us. It's them. It's them. You know, I had a second kid, son, go no contact today. And it's like, go. More the merrier. He's the follower. So, of course, he's going to follow his brother. You know, can't think for himself. Clearly, he's been waiting. I knew it was coming. So, please, you know, both of you go. Because I'm done crying about it. You know, I don't know if anybody else is with me, but I'm fucking done crying, begging, pleading, go. Because I have lived too many years cajoling these fucking kids. I'm going to live this last part of my life and have a good time. Okay? So you two boys, you go out there and you do your thing. Okay? And I'm going to do mine. Okay?
I don't think they're looking for permission. She saw it coming. He's a follower. And the reason I was like, that's such a trigger for me. Woo. So my mother loved to call me a follower and a user. A user was the other one, but follower was a big one. You don't have an opinion of your own. You don't have your own mind. No, because I'm busy navigating yours to make sure that you don't kill me. Yeah, how about that? Oh, it made, look, follower. I'm still stuck on it. So a little bit of a realization that I'm having today as I've been making content today. This is therapeutic for me. Sometimes I'll talk about something and a thought, a feeling will click into place. And that's what's happening with me with this video today, is that I'm remembering when my mother was gone from my life for extended periods of time. So from about the age of 5-ish to 9, 8, somewhere in there, right around that period of time, I lived with my grandparents. And this was following her dropping me out of a 2-story window, trying to unalive me, which supposedly nobody knew that she did that to me. I was playing on a toy box and I fell. A toy box, I'd been told, don't play on that toy box, Marnie. And it was under the window. There was no toy box. And I came to find out years later that she more likely than not, and I put it that way because I don't have solid proof, sued the landlords for the fact that there were no screens on the windows. I was in the house that day. Obviously, I'm the one who got dropped out of the 2-story window. I remember every moment of what happened, everything that led up to it. I talk about it in other videos, and she did try to unalive me. And it wasn't until a few years ago that I recognized that she was even trying to do that. Because I walked away with 2 broken arms. It never dawned on me for decades that she had every reason to think I wouldn't walk away and that I would have passed away, and no reason to think I would have walked away with just 2 broken arms. It never clicked. And that's what happens. So now when I hear the word follower, it triggered me into a series of things I've always remembered, but now I'm getting kind of a lens around. And that's when my mother would show up and come and visit. And it would always, and if you've been here with me for a while, you know I don't like absolutes. It would always devolve into a thing where she reminded me that there was something wrong with me. And so one of her favorite words was to follower, to call me a user, a tramp, damaged goods. Follower and user were really big ones, though. They started earlier than tramp and damaged goods. And now I'm looking back and I'm thinking about little me. This little me. And I'm wondering what the story is I told myself as to why my mommy was gone all the time and left me with my grandparents. I have no idea. I have no idea what I thought. I know later on I figured out she was husband hunting. But I don't know where I went to cope with that. Because when she would show up, I was happy to see her. I was excited. And then I would kind of remember, kind of thing. I was still happy she was there even when she hurt me though, because she was my mommy and I wanted her to love me. And so I cannot imagine what story I told myself. Anyway, getting to this piece of work, she knew it was on the horizon and she did nothing to change her behavior. Isn't that special? And so, I'm wondering if she has other children. And I always say this, or often say this, when you see more than one child go no contact, that's very unusual. It's usually only one. There's a few exceptions. I know, for example, anyone remember Dawn, Fired Mom? Oh yeah, she's going through a reinvention. She's coaching parents now on what she shouldn't have done. And I say to parents out there, listen, you want to be coached by someone who didn't repair her relationship and is still blaming it on parental alienation? You have at that, but don't expect a different result for yourself. She has 3 boys. They're all no contact. And it wasn't parental alienation. They all went no contact in their adult life. And I know through sources that the last one to fall had begged her to stop talking about them on social media. Not to talk on social media, but really begged her, told her how it was affecting his mental health, and that if she ever wanted to repair the relationship, doing this was going to cement the estrangement in place. That isn't parental alienation. And in fact, the stepmother to her sons was quite good to her and trying to keep the boys in a relationship with her but it's your mother. So anyway, why did I go there? Oh, talking about this woman who saw it was coming, and now she's giving them permission to go. Girl, they're gone. They're not going to come back. Why would they? And good, they should follow each other because they are each other's validation and safe space. I wish my brother had come with me. He is my mother's son. And that's never going to happen. What do you think about this particular person? I was going to say mother. I don't even want to call her a mother. What do you think of her? She's okay. She's going to live the best part of her life now. Yeah. I'm sure she's going to have wonderful relationships. Absolutely. Because clearly, when she sees things going sideways, it can't be her fault. Nothing she needs to alter or change or work on. Because, everybody they're following other people and getting away from her. It's just so strange to me. And I'm sure there's something else she said in there that I should be addressing, but I'm blanked out because when I heard the follower word like that, it's living somewhere for me. And so that's where I'm at. Healing is a lifelong journey, peeps. Healing and growing. It doesn't mean that we live in a bad place. It doesn't mean that life isn't happy and good. It just means that sometimes, somewhere along the way, here and there, we have moments where we recognize there's a wound that needs some care and some healing. And so what I'm going to do with the rest of my day now is take little Marnie and show her some extra love and maybe talk to her a little bit and maybe even try to connect some more dots, because obviously this has got me a bit shook. And this is what healing looks like. This is a part of it. Another part of it is I've been traveling, mostly through Europe, but kind of the world for the last 2.5 years, living as a digital nomad. For those of you that don't know, I am a therapist. I work with adult survivors of abuse from mothers like these. Yeah. And fathers and family systems. And so that allows me to be able to work online, and I'm doing the things that I always wanted to do. And I'm providing for myself and I'm caring for myself in a way that my mother taught me I was incapable of. So that's what healing looks like too. And I bring this up because I don't want people out there to mistake what I'm saying. There are parts of us that things are going to come up that need our love and care and attention. And when you're in a really good, strong place, it's a much easier thing to do. So I'm not going to have a bad day. I'm just going to kind of have an introspective one, loving myself through whatever I need to love myself through. Thanks for being here. If you have questions, if you have somebody you want me to feature, please leave it in the comment section. Remember, your comments help us grow, right? Help this community grow. Your engagement is how I continue to be here. So I really appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time to like, to comment, to share. It means a lot to me. If you've never created content out there, you probably don't realize how many hours behind the scenes goes into this, how much editing and how much work. And I'm happy to do it because this is part of my healing journey too. Speaking about my experiences, like I am going to hit another layer today, is a part of my journey too. I just can't do it without you. So let's continue to help each other heal. Thanks again. See you soon.